How we doing, guys? Moose here, back for episode 100 of our West Ham United career mode. And this is a massive episode. It's episode 100. I apologize for the delay in getting this out, and the reason it's going to have a shorter duration. We're going to be playing Barcelona this episode. It's going to be huge, but there was a couple reasons why I didn't want to, drag out this episode and see how, wait how long it would take. Because number one, I wanted to get the Barcelona episode out. I wanted to live stream the first game, but you'll take a look at this. Couple weird reasons why I wasn't able to. Number one, for some reason, some of the South American players, Argentinians and what have you, are on international duty. Look at Pastore, has a little international symbol by his name. There's no international fixtures going on, but they're on duty, which means Pastore is going to miss the game, Messi's going to miss the game, Neymar's going to miss the game. So three huge players going to be missing this contest. That's one reason I didn't live stream this one. Also, I haven't really had as much free time available to do the live stream, so I didn't want to, make you guys wait around for that. I will be live streaming the next Barcelona game. I'm still waiting to see what day would be best for that. And also, in terms of this video, it's taking me a little bit longer because I've actually gotten new, better editing software and everything, so I've had to take a little bit longer to figure things out, new controls and what have you in terms of how to do the editing and deciding what I'm doing, with editing. But it'll add some new cool stuff to the career mode. I have a lot of ideas and things that I can actually do now that I wasn't able to with the old software I was using. So this is going to be massive to be able to do new things that I have had in my head for the last couple of days. But before we get into this huge Barcelona match, the Champions League anthem. So, the anthem has been sung, and that means we are ready to go. Take a look at this line. We're playing a 4-3-3. We'll have Dybala leading the line up top, alongside Sturridge and Oxlade-Chamberlain, or I should say Sturridge leading the line, but that'll be our three-man triumvirate. We have to mix the line up a little bit, of course, Chiante and Delph partnering in midfield, which will help too, but Barcelona, you have to say, even though they're missing Messi and Neymar, they bring in Pedro and Diego Costa, which is two huge substitutions. If you're able to make that, then you're in pretty good space. And of course, they have guys like Busquets, Rakitic, Iniesta, so many quality players that we have to watch out for. And Rakitic was really the danger man early on. Two great chances, one fantastic block, and then De Gea does stand tall to make a second save. But our first chance would come in the 9th minute as Sturridge links up very well with Fabian Delph. Eventually tries to play in Daniel Sturridge. He strikes it at goal with his weaker foot, but it's inches from that far post. Nearly squeaks in. As we are playing at home, so we'll have to be wary of Barcelona picking up a couple of away goals and making us, have to really stretch in the next fixture. But Costa decides to have a smack from long range, and thankfully for us, De Gea strong and tall right behind it. But Barcelona continue to range forward. Montoya on the ball. Good save by De Gea, but Rakitic, oh no. He scored the goal as Ivan Rakitic. What a goal from the former Sevilla midfielder, guy who is a huge, huge player for him. And honestly, I think he's the catalyst of Barcelona's offense. If you watch him in real life and how well he's played, I think he's a very, very talented player, and he does so many things for that team. But he's made us pay here. De Gea with a really good first save, but unfortunately does punch the rebound right, or kick, I should say, the rebound right back into space, and Rakitic does make us pay on that regard. But our chance now in the 24th minute, Dybala linking up with Oxlade-Chamberlain. A very fluid front three we're working here as Oxlade-Chamberlain tries to find Clement Grenier, the central attacking midfielder for us, but he's unable to get his head on the ball, and we can't find the back of the net. And Barcelona the other way again. Iniesta hangs on the ball. They're just toying with us. And this was a game that I had to really change up my tactics throughout. Initially on, Barcelona were dominating us because I thought I sat back, or my defense was just too stretched, and we left a lot of space in front of that back line between our midfielders and what have you, that it allowed Barcelona to be able to come forward and pass the ball very, very well. So we had to counter for that first, but we can't counter for this. There's no counter for it. Rakitic in top bins. What a free kick that is, and he picks up his second of the game. He's been so dominant for Barcelona in this matchup here, and that is a wonder strike. So 2 away goals for Barcelona already, 36 minutes, and we look like we might be out of things as they stand, because that is a wonder free kick. De Gea can't get near it, but it's a phenomenal strike from the midfielder for the Spanish Giants. What a goal. But 42nd minute now. We're coming forward again. Oxlade-Chamberlain on the ball. He does create a bit of chances here. Turns inside, trying to make some space, but unfortunately it is defended very, very well by the Barcelona defense. But we do win a corner. From that corner, Grenier whips in. Sturridge! Oh, it's gone in. It has just gone in the net. You can see it's hit the underside of the bar and come out, and Sturridge is doing the dance. We're right back in the tie with a wonderful goal here in the 42nd minute. What a finish from Sturridge, and this is awesome. The goal decision system they're using in the Champions League has shown that ball went in the back end. I mean, we saw it go in, but to see it like this is phenomenal. Love seeing it right after a goal. Beautiful header from Sturridge. It's inch perfect, right off, cannons off the underside of the crossbar and into the back of the net. Look at the neck muscles he's got on him. Beautiful finish. Bing, back, well, not even the back of the net, inside the net somewhere, and it is 2-1. So can we get back on level terms? Obviously Barcelona do have those 2 away goals, but if we can at least bring it back close, maybe we can nick it away at the Camp Nou. But that's a wonderful way to start. Daniel Sturridge, beautiful goal, his first goal in the Champions League for us as he makes his first Champions League appearance of the season, coming over from Liverpool, who I don't even know if they qualified for the Europa League, but they didn't qualify for the Champions League, and thankfully Daniel Sturridge now here. Great strike from Chiarte, but actually hits Delph right in the behind and then goes inches wide of Lloris's post. Another chance to RAKITIC leading the charge yet again. We've sat back a little bit more defensively. We decided to play on the counter because, like I said, that we were giving them too much space to pass around, so I wanted to get more men behind the ball and not allow Barcelona's midfielders to have as much room to arrange for. But Oxlade-Chamberlain, lovely skill run that he goes on here. Beautiful little feint and step over to get past Montoya. Comes on Mathieu, tries a fake shot inside. He just bundles over the French defender. Eventually tries to play it to the back post, and it's luckily cleared by that Barcelona defense. Another really strong chance. We're coming forward in the 66th minute now. It's one-way traffic as we've decided to go pretty much all-out attack. I was like, we need to get at least one more goal. Dybala hitting him on that counter with his pace. He's doing very, very well. But Delph into Clement Grenier, plays it out wide to Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oxlade-Chamberlain on the ball, lays it out wide to Jordan Abita, the left back, who's really getting a chance finally to show what he can do with that injury to Aaron Cresswell, but Grenier can't get his head on the ball. It's cleared away only as far as Sturridge, lays off, Dybala strikes it, it's deflected and just goes over the bar. Another phenomenal chance that's going to lead to a corner in the 75th minute that goes to nothing, but Dybala hitting him on the counter again. He's used his pace to get around the Frenchman. Mathieu whips over the top, Sturridge is open, yes! Daniel Sturridge, what a finish in the 78th minute. He's drawn us level with Barcelona. Who would have thought that we'd be saying that? It's a wonderful ball in from Dybala. He's actually looking for Grenier to hit on the volley at the back post, but Sturridge says, you know what, I'm in that vein of confidence. I'm taking that ball and I'm sticking it in the back of the net with my noggin. Great finish from Daniel Sturridge, and all of a sudden it's 2-2. We have given up 2 away goals, so you have to look at that as a negative aspect of it, but silver lining, we're back level, and any kind of victory, if the scoreline holds at the Camp Nou, would put us through, or even a 3-3 draw or any kind of draw higher than that. 2-2 at the Camp Nou would send us to extra time. If we can get to that point, obviously, we're way ahead of ourselves thinking that's a great block to stick Barcelona's chance away in the 81st minute. But another substitution in the 87th. Wickham and Tompkins coming on for Sturridge and Dybala. We've gone fairly defensive. We're putting 3 center backs on the pitch. We're switching to Wickham going to play a little bit isolated by himself at the top. But really, that's what we're going to have to do because we want to hold this effort. We don't want to waste those 2 goals from Danny Sturridge. And amazingly enough, Delph does get on the ball here after Barcelona are a bit sloppy. Whips in for Wickham. It's deflected away as far as James Tompkins, who's almost playing as like a third center back slash holding midfielder. He's like in the middle of that role. He's just a very deep lying holding midfielder at this point. But another real good chance is floated away as far as Chiarte flicks it on. Oxlade-Chamberlain on the ball. Tries to hit it from 25 yards, but his finesse shot doesn't trouble the keeper really at all, and unfortunately we're not going to score there. But Carl Jenkinson now with the ball in the 90th minute, extra time, late on in the game, late doors, Delph with a strike, but it's a really good save by Hugo Lloris, the former Tottenham goalkeeper, and that would be all she wrote. That's how the game was going to finish, a 2-2 draw. Sturridge, 2 goals, canceling out 2 goals from Ivan Rakitic. A couple of stunners, you have to say, from the Barcelona midfielder, but Daniel Sturridge, our clinical striker, showing the kind of skill he has. And to be honest, we dominated that second half and really did deserve the 2 goals. You can see the highlights were all us in the second half, and it eventually resulted in that tying goal. And for me, man of the match had to go to Daniel Sturridge with 2 huge goals, so 3 points. 2 points to David De Gea, and 1 point then would go to Fabian Delph, who I thought played really well. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it so much as I did. We're gonna have probably 1, maybe 2 more episodes. I'm gonna figure out what day we'll be able to live stream the Barcelona game. the second leg, I should say, and we'll keep you posted on that. So if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in episode 101. Bye-bye.